The weaving looms are in action around the clock. Tens of thousands of tiny needles turn threads into fabric for sunblinds. The machinery consumes huge amounts of electricity, and that's a major cost factor. Electricity prices in Germany have recently risen by up to 13%. That's largely due to the growing costs involved in promoting renewable energy, and the consumer pays the bill. Don Schmitz has just taken over his father's firm. His annual electricity bill amounts to around 1 million euros.
The textiles industry is especially hard hit. We export around 60% of our products, not only to the rest of Europe, but also further afield, to places where our competitors laugh themselves silly about what we pay for power.
Saving energy is crucial to keeping costs down. The company has been doing it for years, and Don Schmitz rewards his staff for suggestions that help to consume less power. His company has invested in a modern heat recovery system, and there's the snag. Companies with extremely high energy consumption levels are exempt from the renewable energy levy. Schmitz, however, still has to pay.
We invested over 2 million euros and we're not exempt from the levies. It makes me feel I'm being penalized. Other companies waste as much as possible to ensure they're exempt from the levy. We've got no chance because we invested money to save on energy consumption. It's not fair.
There's a solar energy park practically on Schmitz's doorstep. In the town of Emsdetten, many people generate their own power and get money from the government for doing so. Under current law, Schmitz helps subsidize that via his energy bill. He also subsidizes the wind park in Emsdetten. The mayor says he understands the entrepreneurs' concerns, but still intends to expand the wind park and says there are going to be 8 more wind turbines here soon.
8 more? That brings tears to my eyes.
Soon, the whole district hopes to be self-sufficient in energy, even if that means small and medium-sized companies will feel the cost.
We know what it entails. On the one hand, we're generating energy ourselves. On the other, there are the costs involved for the individual, but also for our businesses, the major energy consumers who have to pay a lot more.
It's a dilemma that the experts are just now beginning to address. Claudia Kempfert advises German and EU politicians on energy issues.
I think what's needed is a fair distribution of costs. It shouldn't just be a burden for private households. We have to take into account what companies are doing to save energy, and some are doing a lot. These companies should be rewarded by not having to pay such high renewable energy levies. That way we are still safeguarding German companies' competitive edge.
Don Schmitz is waiting. Meanwhile, the German Environment Minister wants to stop energy costs rising.
Capping the levy is a first good step. He hasn't yet specified how he sees a fair distribution of costs, but we hope he finds a fair solution.
Because the next electricity bill is on its way, and despite all his energy-saving efforts, Schmitz will probably have to pay more than he did last time.